Hey y'all, we are jumping right into talking about lashes, lash health, as well as at-home affordable lash extensions. So to start off this video, I want to show y'all what I do on my days off. As part of my nighttime routine, I use castor oil, just regular generic castor oil, and I brush it through my hair, my eyebrows, as well as my eyelashes. This is going to help your eyelashes stay thicker and stronger. It will make them grow. I noticed results in as little as 30 days, in case you just want to skip out on the whole lash extension thing in general. But this is just a really easy way to improve your lash health. Y'all, it is so important on those days off to take care of your lash health. Eyelash extensions are super fun, they're a good time, but if you're not removing them properly, they can result in the thinning of your natural eyelashes, which is never a good thing. So we want to make sure that we're showing our natural lashes some TLC before we jump into applying lash extensions. You'll see me in this video use several products to achieve my at-home DIY lash extension look, but I started incorporating these products more recently. All you really need, I think, is proper lash glue, because you can use any eyelashes you want. The ones that I use are from LILAC STREET because they're already divided into sections and they are super affordable. So before we jump into actual lash extensions, you want to prep the lashes. I first start by using the milky oil from Glossier. The reason that I use this product is because it is phenomenal at removing mascara. So I use this product almost exclusively just for my eyes. It works fine around the rest of the face, but I prefer it for the eyes because wow, with mascara it is so easy. So I use this and make sure that I'm just wiping off any extra nonsense on my lashes so that the glue can adhere properly. Next, I'm using LILAC STREET conditioning primer. This is my first time using this product because I'm just doing everything that I can to ensure that my lashes are being taken care of and are nice and healthy. The conditioning primer does not sting my eyes at all and did end up making them feel very soft and conditioned upon application. I think if you're already doing what you can to protect and to preserve your eyelashes underneath, then this product isn't necessary. However, you do want to make sure that you're at least using something to soothe, to prep, and to protect your natural lashes, whether that be this product or another. Also, you want to make sure that your lashes are fully dried before applying the glue. When I was filming this portion of the video, I had already been using the castor oil on my eyelashes for around 30 days at this point, and I really started to notice a difference after I curled my eyelashes. So this castor oil definitely works and definitely does help with lengthening your eyelashes, growing them longer. And of course, the longer you use it, the longer they're going to grow, the thicker they're going to grow, the stronger they're going to grow, which is really handy to have around. You'll want to start by applying a very thin amount of lash glue. You really don't need a lot. The first time I used it, I feel like I ended up using way too much, and that made it that much harder to remove in the end. I had a lot of excess glue left over. And you also want to keep in mind your natural lashes underneath. They don't need a whole lot of glue. The glue is going to do its job. It's going to work. It's going to stay. So don't feel the need to apply too much, because it could also do more damage to your natural lashes. When applying, try to keep the lash band as straight as possible, because when you apply slightly angled, it's going to affect the final result. So you'll have kind of one end that tapers upwards, if that makes sense, whereas you want it to be kind of like a rainbow, very even and uniform on all ends. The outermost lash segment I kind of applied on an angle, so I don't know if you can really tell, but I think you can see it in certain shots. It looks just a little bit off, and that's because I applied it not completely straight like I should have. But that's super easy to fix. You can take it off and reapply it, and don't worry, of course I'm gonna show you in a little bit, so stay tuned. The goal is to apply your lash segments as close to the lash line as possible, but not too close so that it feels uncomfortable or it's on your tight line, which is like the skin right underneath, right next to your lashes. The lashes should sit in a way that you don't feel them. Each lash segment should sit right next to each other and should be applied evenly. Like I said, it should be like a rainbow, very uniform on all ends. I apply each lash segment underneath my natural eyelashes so they look like they're growing from your eyelids. They're also super easy to apply. You don't have to be good at putting on falsies to do this. It just kind of makes sense, and it really only takes me less than 10 minutes. It usually takes me around 5 minutes to do both eyes. By the way, the lashes that I'm using are from LILAC STREET. These were sent to me in the style Uptown. I typically like to do a cat eye. I will use 2 or 3 different lengths so that the lash style tapers at the end and it has a flare. So if you also want to do a cat eye, you'll just go from shortest in the inner corner to longest on the outer corner. It's pretty simple. You'll just mix and match and find what's most flattering for you. Personally, I would strongly also recommend getting the crystal coat. The crystal coat is going to prevent your eyelashes from sticking to each other, to your fingers, to your bottom lash line, or anything that comes in contact with your lash extensions. You definitely don't want your eyes to stick shut every time you blink. As far as makeup and daily maintenance goes, the process is very simple. You can do your makeup however you please, but you should avoid getting makeup on your lash extensions. The only kind of maintenance I do for my lash extensions every day is apply the crystal coat. This refreshes the lash extensions, keeps them looking like new so they don't get dry and crusty looking. When eyelashes have that kind of wet appearance, in my opinion, I feel like they catch your eye a bit more because they glisten in the light. They look a bit longer, they look a bit fuller. They just look more, like, who's that girl? You know what I mean? So the biggest thing to keep in mind is removal of your makeup, especially when it's very close to your eye region. I'll usually take a cotton round or a Q-tip to remove my lower mascara. To keep the makeup remover as far away from my lash extensions as possible, I don't want anything to touch it that could potentially dissolve the glue. Other than makeup remover, you'll also want to keep any kind of oil away from your lash extensions. That is the fastest way to dissolve the glue. I typically don't wear makeup, like eye makeup, when I have on eyelash extensions because it's a little bit more tedious to remove. It's definitely possible, you absolutely can, but you just know moving forward that you'll have to be very precise in removing it so it doesn't touch your eyelash extensions. Sometimes, after a few days, the rest of your lash extensions may be intact, but one of them starts to come off. The easiest way to remove a lash segment individually is to take a Q-tip or a small end of a cotton round and hold a bit of makeup remover to that particular spot. For this example, I do use the milky oil that was featured in the beginning of the video. You'll want to make sure that your lash glue has been completely dissolved with the makeup remover. You can see right here, it's just about off. I could have easily pulled it, but instead I'm going to keep holding down that makeup remover and let it do its job, completely dissolving the glue so that when I do take off the lash segment, it comes off completely and none of my eyelashes go with it. From there, it's very easy to add a little bit of lash glue to the back of the segment. I also put a little bit extra where I want to apply the lash and then go ahead and pop it on and secure it, and it's like new again. I kept my lashes on for around, it was a little over a week. I definitely could have kept it on up to 2 weeks, but I decided to take them out a little bit sooner since one of my segments was starting to lift. The glue really does hold up extremely well, so you are able to leave them on far longer, but like I said in the beginning, you really only want to use a thin coat to preserve your lash health, so keep that in mind when you're thinking about removal. This is a lash remover that LILAC STREET sent to me that I'm trying out for the very first time, and y'all, I told you that the glue was a necessity. This is also a necessity, just in general. If you're going to get anything from this video, I highly recommend, I would honestly put this over the glue. The way that I used to remove my lashes in the past was a varying amount of different ways. I tried something new every time. I used makeup remover. I found that oil worked best. But I found that even with cleansing oil or an oil balm, it still wasn't as efficient as using oil. So I resorted to using extra virgin olive oil, which did work, but it stung my eyes like crazy. I definitely don't recommend. So I was pleasantly surprised trying out this new product. It's the Ciao for Now Lash Remover. This removed these lashes in, I don't know, less than 2 minutes, but it felt like seconds. It was so easy, does not sting at all. It is made up of a couple of oils, collagen extract, squalene, so you have ingredients in there that are actually beneficial for your overall lash health. Now the head of this brush is kind of funky looking, but it is made with purpose. You want to use these shorter end bristles to just rub back and forth on top of your lashes and underneath them. That's what's going to loosen the glue, and you can be really gentle with this. The oil is going to do its job. You do not ever need to be harsh and rub, just rely on the oil. And by going on top and underneath, it will gently loosen the glue, and off comes the lashes. Once all the lashes are removed, you'll want to flip and use the more bristly side of the brush and wiggle the wand through your natural lashes to remove any kind of clumps of glue that are still left in there. I found that this part especially was kind of the most shocking for me, because prior to discovering this product, prior to its release, this was always the hardest part, was getting off the residual glue that was left on my lashes. Sometimes I would still feel it the next day. I would have my lashes sticking to the top of my eyelids, and you know, that's not ideal. That's not what we want. But this product removes it in seconds and so easily, while preserving and also maintaining your natural lashes health. Now, I said this a couple times before, and I am going to say it again because it is so important. You only need a thin amount of lash glue. I noticed that when I went to remove the lashes on my left eye, they both came off very quickly, but the left eye was seconds. It was less than half the time. It was like a fourth of the time and the effort. They came right off, and I do believe that because it's my left side and I'm right-handed, I just kind of naturally ended up using less glue over there because it's my less dominant side. So the less glue you use, the better. It's safer for your natural lashes, and you don't need it. The glue is going to work. It also makes for a much easier time when it comes to removal. It's gonna take you seconds, especially if you have this product, which I really do recommend getting, because you can do your best to look out for your lashes' natural health, but the removal can be detrimental. You know, that's what can ruin all of the effort that you put in prior. It can be so aggressive, especially when they're not coming off, and maybe you're doing it late at night and you've been at it for a while. This used to take me, I don't know, 30 to 40 minutes maybe. It was a long time, and then I would still always have a little bit of glue left over. So that is why I tell you, this product, I am genuinely beyond impressed with it. And if you are wearing any kind of at-home lashes, lash extensions, whatever, I would honestly think about using this too, just for false eyelashes if you're using any kind of lash glue, because this will help the most to protect your natural lashes. And it makes the process so easy. I really want to stress that, y'all. So after removing the lashes and glue, you know, sometimes if you used a cleansing oil or a balm, it can make your eyes a little cloudy if the oil gets in there. Not that it stings, but that can happen. I'm taking some of the milky oil from Glossier before that I used and just wiping off any kind of residual oil, and there is a lot because this product is almost all oil. So I'm just wiping through so that I can see a little bit better. And yay, my lashes are nice and healthy and still intact. You love to see it. So lastly, this is a little hack that I like to do to really make those lashes worth your while. So if you want to just throw them out after usage, you can, but I like to take a bowl and add in mostly water with just a couple drops of a micellar water. Doesn't really matter the name brand, and you let the lashes soak in there overnight or just for a few hours, and this is going to loosen up the glue, loosen up the oil, whatever kind of product residue is just sitting in the lashes. Then you can take a spoolie to brush them out on both sides, and they're safe to reuse again. I also wanted to take a spoolie or brush and just go through my lashes to separate them from all the oil, but also, and more importantly, to make sure that there was no residue, because it loves, I'm telling y'all, it loves to live in your lashes. And for the first time, there was none. I was pleasantly surprised. Like I said, I've been raving about it. If y'all are not convinced by now, I don't know what to tell you. I really don't. This got rid of all of the lash glue. Seriously. I think I'm more hyped about it because I just know how long it used to take versus how quickly I was able to do it right now. You don't know unless you've been through the struggle. And that, y'all, will conclude my in-depth, at-home, DIY lash extension tutorial? How to? Something like that. So I really do hope that you found this video helpful. Otherwise, I made this for nothing. But thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next one.